Lee, it was a dramatic scene here on the corner of Batavia and Warren. Police knocking on doors of residents to get more information, and investigators taking pictures of the victims' clothes left on the crime scene. Diane, just a short time ago, there was a heavy police presence on LaGrange Street in Toledo, where one man was shot and killed while inside his car. Detectives were taking pictures of the shell casings left on the scene, and the coroner was taking away the body. I spoke to a representative from the Department of Development today, and they tell me it's a huge project involving hundreds of millions of dollars. The department says over 100,000 people here in Lucas County will be affected alone. I spoke to some residents of the neighborhood where this incident occurred, and they tell me it was violent and frightening. One victim says if TPD had not intervened in what he calls a vicious attack, he doesn't know what would have happened. Again, some viewers may find this video disturbing.
To see a guy yelling and just dogs just fighting him. It's like maybe 5 or 6 of them. And I told my wife, I gotta get out and do something. You know, I wasn't thinking about me at the time. I just thought, you know, who's ever under there doesn't want to be under those dogs.
That was the scene on Ewing Street where police shot 3 dogs that were attacking 52-year-old Sean Lothry. 60-year-old Robert Andrews tried to intervene, but the animals ended up turning on him.
You know, first of all, the dogs didn't have a leash, no muzzle. How would you stop them? How can you grab them? You can't. I got all kinds of painful bite marks on me that I don't want to describe.
Andrews says he's thankful the officers stepped in when they did, because if they hadn't, the situation may have had a different outcome.
Those guys, really, they are my heroes right now. You know, they did something that no one else did. You know, they took care of the problem permanently. It was either kill the dog or be killed.
When the video of the dog attack went viral, some people didn't like that the dogs were shot and killed. But according to the TPD manual, it appears the officers followed protocol. The manual reads, officers may use a firearm to destroy a dangerous animal which poses an immediate threat to the officer or others. A police report of the situation reads, citizens complaining of 3 dogs attacking people. Even witnesses were concerned.
Them boys is killing that man, bro.
We reached out to Toledo Canine Care and Control, but they have not made a comment. Andrews says the dog owner should be held accountable for this situation.
You got 3 vicious dogs, man. You got to have some kind of insurance or something going on. You know, this. Even if you think it's an accident, you know, you got to take care of these people you hurt. You hurt a lot of people.
I spoke to the owner of the dogs, and she referred all questions to her attorney, who is waiting to get all of the information before making a comment. According to residents of Champion Street in South Toledo, this property has been for years not only an eyesore, but a liability, with trash in the yard and tree branches that damage other properties.
Just something needs to be done. Like I said, it's been going on for over 20 years. And, you know, I don't know what the process the city uses, but something needs to be done.
Stephen Kellogg has been living in his home in South Toledo for over 30 years. He loves his home, but the unkempt property next door is causing a lot of frustration.
The neighbors I've talked to, they're not happy about it.
Turns out it's a year-round headache.
The grass gets cut maybe 2-3 times a year at the most. It's her children, supposedly they're living there, and nobody does anything.
Trees from the yard have fallen, causing damage to neighboring properties, but Kellogg says the owners do nothing.
They cost me over $200 to get them trees trimmed up. And, you know, I shouldn't have to pay for it because it's their trees.
Kellogg showed me around and pointed out trash below windows blowing onto other properties. We tried to get in contact with the homeowner, but we got no response. According to Kellogg, over the years, he's reached out to the city and engaged Toledo, even writing notes to the mayor.
They sent me an email back that they'd sent an inspector out that found out that it said it was in violation of city code, that they would notify the owner, and then they'd let me know, and then I heard nothing.
The city of Toledo told me over the years this property has received numerous tickets. The latest case on this property was opened in August. Code enforcement is currently trying to track down the owner, and city leaders are asking neighbors to continue to keep an eye out and update the city on the property's conditions.
Keep the grass cut, clean the mess up, and keep it cleaned up like everybody else on the street. You know, it doesn't take that much.
As of now, the property remains in the same condition, but neighbors are hoping that the added pressure brings about the long overdue cleanup. If you have a troubled property that's becoming a neighborhood nuisance, contact me on the social media below or send me an email at willie.daniely@13abc.com. Reporting live, Willie Daniely, 13ABC Action News. Malign tells me that Senate Bill 1 will have a lasting impact on the state of Ohio because it gives students the tools to make smart financial decisions. Reporting live, Willie Daniely, 13 ABC Action News. The victims I spoke to tell me that it's important for drivers to stay vigilant. If you feel uneasy about a place that you're delivering, call the person that you're delivering to and have them come down, because it's always better to have an extra set of eyes watching your back. Reporting live, Willie Daniely, 13 ABC Action News.